Good early afternoon and welcome to Audiotree Live. Today is Wednesday, February 17th, 2016. We're thrilled to have with us Ohmme.
When the lights came into focus, they had 1,000 fingerprints, perfectly symmetrical, floating in your head. You sat on a piano, but you weren't sure just how. You're sick from all the yesterdays, but they're dying now inside your alive body. Your alive body. Oh, I was shaking. Looking at the peak. She was lost, but she flew high above the waterfall. The remains of every picture have started dripping out your ears. There's no room for nostalgia. I'm understanding the idea. You're alive, body. You're alive, body. Oh, I was shaking. Looking at the peak. I thought for sure she was lost. All this time I saw him cry and fall in my mind, unhearing your call, and suddenly my understanding feels back to real. Suddenly I have the feeling I didn't know you at all. All this in my mind, unchanging love in my mind, unhearing your call. And I wanted to build you a ladder, but you cut my rope. And I wanted to climb up behind you, but you told me no. I just wanna be better, I wanna be better, I wanna be better, I wanna be better, I wanna be better. Oh, I was shaking, looking at the peak. I thought for sure she was lost, but she flew high above the waterfall.
This is Audiotree Live. We're in the studio with Ohmme. What's up, you guys? Take this moment to retune or do whatever you need to do between now and the next song. I'm curious, because you're a Chicago-based band, what you think is special about Chicago as far as the music scene, or like why you've stuck around here?
I mean, I think Chicago's got such an incredible music community. I mean, everyone's so supportive here. And I don't think that any of us could really do it without the supportive community.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you mean in terms of collaboration? I mean, I know you have multiple projects.
Right.
You've done stuff with surf, you know, and other things that are not indie rock or.
Right, yeah. I mean, collaboration, and everyone just goes to everyone's shows.
Okay, cool. No,
It's
that's
kind of
awesome.
amazing,
though.
yeah.
I think that there's venues that are really have like the idea that they want to give people a platform and a place to be creative, not only like to show, okay, this is what you do, but hey, come meet other great people and come up with different ideas. It doesn't have to just be you play your set that you have.
Sure,
it's like
okay.
come and you check someone else's out. Maybe you collaborate. You know, we definitely got inspired to start this project from like the improvised music scene in Chicago
Okay,
and wanting to, you know, being inspired by that. And, you know, we love, sometimes we'll just like hang out with our friends and improvise with them.
Yeah.
And Chicago, I think, is very, right now, is having a beautiful moment of making that possible for everyone,
Sure.
making it easy. So
Right. Would you unpack that improv scene just a little bit? Where, like, what are some of the players in that scene? Where are you guys performing? Constellation, I've heard, is a
yeah,
place where there's like free
Constellation.
improv jazz night or
No,
something
that's-
like
that's
that.
like
on Wednesday nights, they usually have. Full disclosure, I also work there sometimes.
Okay.
So
So
And I'm there like
advertising.
every day.
Okay.
so-
yeah, she's like our next door neighbor. So
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so we spend a fair amount of time, and they have a Wednesday night series there that always has opens it up for people to come play afterwards.
Yeah.
And so sometimes if we loosen up a little bit, we'll get up there
You'll
and jump in with
We're having
people.
a lot of fun that day.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's through that scene that we met a lot of the people that players that are even a generation ahead of us who have been doing this for a long time. I mean, the scene has been alive for a long time, and we met Jeff Parker through that scene.
Yeah, who's on
and
the record.
He played on our record. A little bit on our record, which was really great of him. We met, Mike Reed, obviously,
Right.
who
Yeah.
owns Constellation, and just all these guys. Tamika Reed is really awesome. I love her playing, and so yeah, we just met all of those people through that, and I think that they're very influential to us both.
Okay.
As obviously they're hugely accomplished in this stuff that we do, but I think also have been really supportive of people like me and Macie, who maybe come from like we're both classically trained originally, and then have been playing in rock bands forever.
Yeah, yeah.
But are really wanting to like kind of venture forth on new instruments.
Sure.
Outside of both of us kind of started on the keys and wanted to really move into guitar and other stuff. And so on our record, we played drums, bass.
We played all the instruments
Oh,
on the record.
sweet. I didn't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So they're not only showing you how to perform, but they're also sort of taking you under their wing
A little
to
bit, yeah.
just to season you a little bit or to give you more opportunities, something like that.
I think to give us the confidence that it's like, try it.
Just
Okay.
go
Just-
for it.
Sure.
Just go for it. Like,
Sure.
why not? You don't need to. Doesn't matter if you know how to do that kind of thing or you know how to play this kind of music. Like we are both longtime
push the
musicians, so I think that
boundaries.
it was great to have people who were saying, you guys are musicians, like do anything that you
Cool.
think you could possibly make. And it was great to have people kind of push us in that direction and be like, yeah, this is this is working. Because between us, it started, just the two of us like, hey, this is really fun. And then
Yeah.
other people were like, I think that the public
Would care about it.
would also
Yeah.
like to hear.
Cool, right on. Well, thanks for sharing. You can roll into your next one when you're ready.
Hold, keep the noises, bold, sweet the voices. See the sun when I close my eyes. Every time that I close my eyes. When will the day come? Minds start to wake up. Words only give them time think I should warn you. Hold back, I don't want to. I'm down and I'm out, lose sleep over doubt. Hours pass by, sure as the sunrise. Time's flying faster, my friend. Now the sun's coming back here again. 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 My friend, awake, my friend. I think I should warn you. Hold back, I don't want to. I'm down and I'm out, lose sleep over doubt. Hold back myself simply, relax my mind sickly. Once, twice, thrice again, do you see an end?
This is Audiotree Live. We're in the studio with Homme. Would you guys mind sharing a little bit about that upbringing in classical? I'm just curious what that looks like. When did you start playing? Did you start playing on keys or?
Yeah, well, my first instrument was piano. I started when I was 3.
Oh, geez, 3?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
my whole plan was to go to college for classical music.
Okay.
Classical piano performance,
Yeah.
and it
Your
obviously
plan at
has
3?
not worked.
Yeah.
But I still play piano a lot. But I also started violin when I was 5.
Okay.
And have just been doing classical music, waking up at like 5 in the morning before school to practice.
And this was a decision that, I don't know, your parents thrust upon you that you
Sort
felt
of.
like you wanted to do?
Yeah, well, my mom, obviously, when you're 3, you're
Right.
not, she was like, I want you to play piano, because she's a musician as well.
Okay.
And then I wanted to play violin. So she's like, all right, if you want to like do 2 instruments.
Yeah. Then
So-
that's up to you, basically.
Right, yeah. So, I mean, those have been my main 2. And I've played a bunch of different styles of music as well, in addition to classical music, to try and not stay stuck in the same place.
Sure. Yeah.
Like I've done Irish music. She's done Irish music too. Had a bout with musical theater for a while.
Okay.
I guess.
About. I like that you
No,
say that.
I did a lot of musical theater. And I mean, I think that affects our performances too.
Right.
We like to be out there.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it just kind of, for me, I think classical music taught me the discipline to like really hone your craft
Okay.
and work on your instrument.
Sure.
And just taught me a lot about harmony too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insight on that.
Yeah, I mean, she had like I played classical music, but
Okay.
she had
Not
a much
to
more,
that
Yeah, I was
intensity.
much whinier about having to practice.
Practice.
so-
Yeah. Not at 5 a.m. basically.
Yeah, no, it was more like 3:30, and like I'd like take 10 minutes, clipping my nails, and I counted that as practice.
Yeah.
But I mean, I also started playing when I was like 5, and then I was in the Chicago Children's Choir
Oh.
from 6 until 18.
Whoa.
So
What does that look like? I guess I don't even know what the Chicago Children's Choir is. That's a touring company of some
It's
kind?
a really big choir in Chicago. I mean, tons of kids from Chicago are part of it. They have like them in schools, and they have neighborhood choirs, and then they have like kind of the kind of the older choir that does a lot of the international touring.
Sure.
So I was part of that, and that's Josephine Lee is the director of that, and she's a great musician and big part of my life. I was so scared of her when I first met, but now we're friends.
Cool.
But she was really intense on discipline, and so I'm obviously an alto, so. So that actually is kind of a big part of my experience because I sang alto for my entire life. So harmony actually comes much more naturally to me than singing the melody.
Okay.
So that's, I think, sort of where some of the vocals started, because it's like before this band started, we'd just been singing together a lot.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so...
So you just found that you guys worked well together on a vocal level in the first place, and then attaching instruments to it was not secondarily as in less important, but secondarily as in the next thing you thought about?
Mm-hmm, exactly. I mean, Sima's been asking me to sing with her band since
Forever.
I've known her, which has been amazing. And we realized, like, we could kind of tell where we were going to go, like where the other one was going to go, and we could, like, flip up to a different harmony or something.
Yeah.
Without talking, just like looking at each other.
Yeah.
So
there was one show
like
when we were singing backup for Chance at the Riv, which is like really fun because it's just like a big crazy show. And we're just kind of in the background,
like by ourselves.
Singing. We like look at each other and be like, "Should we go there? Let's go there. Come on."
Yeah, but so we decided we should maybe take it one step further and try to make an actual band out of it. Because I love Sima's songs, and I think that she likes my songs too. So it was a fated decision.
Nice, yeah. Do you think, just to touch back on the classical thing one last time, do you think that, has it been difficult separating yourself from that rigidity, from that, like, confines of the rules of music?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was at first for me. I was in a band called Kids These Days before, and I was scared to play the piano. They didn't even know that I played piano when I was in the band for like the first 3 years, because I was just terrified to play on stage because they all came from a jazz background, and I was scared to improvise. And gradually it's gotten a lot better. And then this last year and a half, I'm now in a free jazz trio where I play violin, and it's completely free improvisation, and I feel so like just free in the world. And
check out the Few; they're awesome.
Yeah,
thanks for the plug. But I mean, it was hard at first, but you just have to keep pushing through it, and I think classical music has its incredible merits, and all other types of music have their merits too.
Yeah, but once you can get past that, then maybe like you can appreciate it further. Once you've done a ton of free jazz or whatever, then going back to classical, you have a different appreciation for its role in music, that kind of thing. Sweet. Why don't you guys go into your next one when you're ready?
Sun taking up the morning, gotta get up and go. Time taking up a soul. someone you might know. Someone you might know. Someone you might know. Slowly turn into a piece of your furniture. I don't wanna go outside. Wanna hide. Let me slowly turn into a piece of your furniture. Into a piece of your furniture. To a piece of your furniture. Sun taking up the morning. Gotta get up and go. Time taking up a storm. Someone you might know. Someone you might know. Someone you might know. Wanna hide. Let me slowly turn into a piece of your furniture. I don't wanna go outside. Wanna hide. Let me slowly turn into a piece of your furniture. Into a piece of your furniture. Into a piece of your furniture.
You're watching Audiotree Live. We're in the studio with Homme. You guys can get prepped to go into your next one, and I will just say that the debut EP, self-titled Homme, is out now. You can get it online, and the upcoming video release for their track Woman, which they will be playing last today, is coming up soon, so check it out. Any tour news I should know, or anything else that I didn't say?
No, not really. We're kind of figuring out the whole spring.
Sure.
Right now.
Working on
so.
some new music.
Yeah, we're gonna be recording. So.
Cool. Take it away.
Bully clouds on the horizon carry on their shores a demon. Little blood gives off a poison, and all the ghouls forgot their reason. Now we know the land is empty, a favor that needed providing. I've come to know a different story, one I always knew was hiding. Golden amber fills my belly, quiets all my inhibitions. So I go run up to the leader, tell her all about my vision. Tell her how I saw a smile fall upon her face unkind. I said what I had thought a while. You're happier when we are dying. 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 Bully clouds on the horizon carry on their shores a demon. Little blood gives off a poison. All the ghouls forgot their reason. Now we know the land is empty, a favor that needed providing. I've come to know a different story, one I always knew was hiding. Golden amber fills my belly, quiets all my inhibitions. So I go run up to the leader, tell her all about my vision. Tell her how I saw a smile fall upon her face unkind. I said what I had thought a while. You're happier when we are dying. 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 Happier when we are dying. Happier when we are dying.
This is Audiotree Live. We're in the studio with Homme. Before you guys roll into your last one, I'm always curious about what people like to eat, especially in Chicago where there's so much food. Give me a few spots near your homes that are like go-to spots for you guys, unless there's nothing there.
Oh, man. Well,
We cook a lot.
Okay. Oh, yeah. What do you cook then?
I just made... Well, I tried to make ramen last night.
Okay, tried.
It was incredible.
Okay, one fan. Good.
It was fun. I really like Tony's burrito mix.
Really
And
good
Damon and
burritos.
Damon and Belmont. They actually have really good tacos and they're open till like 5 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
on
The 5 a.m.
weekends.
spot is
Oh, yeah.
so clutch,
But
for sure.
crisp. It's not very near my house, but it's near enough.
Yeah.
I like half
Oh,
Italian.
yeah. Half Italian,
They're
fantastic.
really
What
good.
is half? I don't know that.
It's right off the Logan Square Blue Line.
Okay.
It's awesome. It's like a grocery store, and they have you can get this lentil salad with feta, and it's so good. And they have really good breakfast sandwiches and all sandwiches.
Cool.
And they're just nice people. It's like a grocer.
It's
too.
amazing.
Okay, yeah. So laid back, like you can get groceries there, but also they have a counter where they'll make you deli
Yeah.
stuff.
I've also been hanging out in Jungbu a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And I think Korean food is my favorite food right now. So I'm kind of like getting deep in the kimchi aisle.
Oh, yeah. In the Jungbu
So-
market, they have this, it's like 8 pounds of chili garlic sauce. And every
Let me get
like
that.
3, yeah, you can get it. It's on like the central rack in the middle of where all the strange fruit and vegetables are, you know? And we get that. My wife and I try and get that like once every couple of months. You know, it lasts 5 or 6 usually. It's amazing. And it's like $12. So
Yeah.
if you're buying, you know, the little containers of that stuff, it's so
Yeah.
expensive. What did you do for your ramen? I'm curious. Did you just look up a
okay,
recipe
the
online?
reason
or-
why it was not correct is because I tried to buy pork bones and
Okay.
I made a mistake. They were right next to each other in the aisle. I bought beef bones instead. But it was still good. It was like not authentic ramen, I guess, but I made the broth. I like simmered it for like 30 hours.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was fun.
So you definitely did it as traditionally as possible.
Except
You
for
just
the beef
apparently got the
bones.
wrong. I didn't know it. It has to be pork to
Yeah,
officially
well,
be ramen.
They don't usually use beef, I think,
Okay.
in the broth.
Okay.
It's like either pork or chicken,
Or
like
chicken.
lighter flavors.
Okay. Cool.
It was so filling. Like ramen, I didn't realize that they just liquefy the fat. And so
Yeah.
it's like
Oh,
4
yeah.
bites in, I'm like, oh, oh my God.
Yeah, I was still full when I woke up this morning.
Well, that's good then. 30 hours put in for hopefully 30 hours of energy
There you
or
go.
something
Have
like
you ever
that.
been to
yeah.
Colby on Lawrence?
I have been to Colby, yeah. Yeah. Colby's really, really good. And Crisp, I will thumbs up Crisp as well. That place absolutely rules. Okay, roll into your last one when you're ready.
All right.
Home. I'll call you on the telephone and tell you that I'm finding ways to occupy my brain. I'm sane, but you're not here. There, not trying to get you. But all I got is some direction stemming from the truth. I'm moved, but you're everywhere.
I'm fine. Man,
He thinks about woman, but never when the the time is right, he barely makes the call. He falls and we cannot catch him. Woman out there on her own dime. None of them are ready to be swept up in this wave. The gaze and not knowing.
This is Audiotree Live. We've been in the studio with Homme. You can get their self-titled EP now online and look to the future for tour dates. Thank you guys very much for performing for us and hanging out. Thanks to awesome people in the studio and sound engineers, camera and lighting crew hooking it up, and viewers, thanks for watching. You can support the band by downloading the session when it comes out in a couple of weeks and send a shout via social media to us or the band if you just want to connect. From all of us here at the Audiotree Studios, thanks for tuning in. Goodbye.